Hello guys, I'm going to deliver the lecture about the software uh, from this slide from your lecture 4 to 7 or 8. Okay, so here you go, lecture 4. Lecture 4 is about software engineering practice. So these are the essence of software engineering practice. At first, understand the problem. That means you have to understand the problem very well. Plan a solution. So based on the understanding, you have to plan a solution how to overcome the problem. Carry out the plan. You have to carry out the plan. You have to go through the plan. You have to work on the plan accordingly, and examine the result for accuracy. So you have to examine your result. Your result must be bug free. For accuracy, that means it's indicating about the quality control. Core principles. These are the core principles. I'm not gonna describe all of them. Here you can see KISS. KISS means keep it simple, stupid. So the thing core principle says keep it simple. Don't make your project very complex. Then last one, think. Whatever you are going to do, at first think, then do it. Communication principle. So the communication principle means whenever you are communicating with your customer. First communication principle is listen. Listen to your customer. Second one is prepare before you communicate. That means take a brief idea about your customer, about your software before going to the interview. If something is unclear, draw a picture. So if something is unclear, something is not very easy to understand, just draw a picture to understand that situation. This is very important. Once you agree to something, move on. Remember, once you agree, move on. If you can't agree, move on. If something is unclear, again, move on. Whatever the situation is, whatever situation arises, you must move on. And whenever you are doing negotiation with your customer, remember, it's not a game. Both parties must be win. Planning principle. The first one says there must be a boundary. There must be a boundary of your project. You must plan based on this boundary. Okay? Then estimate based on what you know. Of course, you have to estimate based on what you know. Your manpower, your time, your resources. That's why it's written. Be realistic. Whenever you're planning, try to be realistic. And of course, consider risk as you define the plan. Whenever you are, that means risk identification will be a part of your plan. Okay? Modeling principle. Modeling principle is divided into modeling, here divided into two parts. One is analysis and another is design. So analysis means whenever you are analyzing the software, okay, it has some principles like the information domain of a problem must be represented, of course. That means the problem you are going to analyze, that must be well represented by your analysis modeling. Okay? The behavior of the software must be represented. The way your software will behave must be represented, must be fixed during analysis. Okay? Next, I'm moving on to the design modeling principle. Design should be traceable to the analysis model. That means after doing the analysis model, then you have to do your design, not before that. Okay. Design representation should be easily understandable. Of course, your design should not be very complex. Your design should be very simple, that any analyzer can, or system analyst can easily understand what you're trying to say through your design. Okay. Coding principle. Whenever you're doing your coding, it has two parts, like before writing code, when writing code. Okay. The principle for before writing code is like, understand the problem you're trying to solve. Of course, at first understand the problem. Don't go for coding at the beginning. Just understand the problem by through analysis, through designing. Understand the problem at first. Then go for then go for coding. Okay. Then whenever you are writing the code, you know how to write the code and you know what to follow. But here it is just a guideline, like constrain your algorithm by following structured programming practice. Of course, you must choose the appropriate algorithm with your program, with your software. Select the data structure that will meet the needs of design. Of course, based on the design, you have to select your data structure. Okay. Testing principle. This last one is very important. Like, testing should begin in the small and progress towards testing in the large. That means testing must be start from the lowest part of your project to the highest part of your project. Okay. Deployment. That means whenever you are delivering your package to your customer. Of course, the last one is very important. Buggy software should be fixed first, delivered later. Whenever you are you have to check and recheck your software again and again. After that, you have to fix the bugs. You have to find the bugs. You have to fix it, and you have to deliver after that. Okay. So these are the principles you have to follow. Okay. Whenever you are doing the software engineering projects. Now, next one is lecture 5. That is the requirement engineering. So requirement engineering will be the second chapter of your project. Okay. So here now comes what will be the structure of your report. Okay. Whenever you are writing your report. So see here, report is structure AC. Same file is uploaded on the website. The first chapter is introduction. Introduction includes objectives of your project. Objectives, you will find what is objective, and you have to write what is objective, what is the broad objective, what is the selective objectives, what is the benefit, system benefit. Then what kind of software process model you are choosing, and why you are choosing your process model. So this will be the part of the first chapter of your project report. Second chapter will be requirement engineering. Okay. So requirement engineering is includes these topics. Now come to the point. Thus, these first 4 are the categories of requirement.